I only zoom in on the wheels. You can watch them slowly moving throughout the whole thing.
Zoom in on my breasts.
Yeah.
Breasts.
I know I'm pretty.
I'm pretty, yeah, but I ain't as pretty as a pair of breasts.
Oh dear.
Oh.
It's been a while.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Is that our intro?
That's our intro. Are we rolling?
I thought it was the breasts.
Yeah, we got that.
Nice.
We're getting the nod, the official nod.
Yeah. Did we say what we was going to... Has anyone thought about what we're going to talk about today? Or?
No, we kind of all talked about it.
Cunts.
Cunts.
No, I mean thieving cunts. Thieving little hobbits.
I have to dig deep for that. I can't think of any.
No, we're not going to name names.
No.
We were just having a conversation, weren't we, off camera, which is where all our best conversations happen before we get on it. About... Well, actually, what I've been reading a lot about, or learning a lot about, is different personality types recently, and what makes you have your type of personality, and what makes a creative personality versus someone who's not. And none of the things are right or wrong, are they? But I guess we were just having a look around the people we know and who is creative and who isn't. And it isn't right or wrong to be creative or not, is it? We've figured out, like, fucking creative people are a pain in the arse, aren't they?
It doesn't seem like the one to be. Like, if you're going to pick it.
Yeah, it's hard.
The nicest, easiest life.
The easy one.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Josh is creative. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, he's one of us.
Oh, nice.
He has nothing but fucking self-doubt.
Self-doubt and hate.
Yeah. Self-loathing. But this is why we were saying, when you are... this is just my bugbear forever, like, all you guys, every time Josh comes to stay with us, we end up talking about similar themes, don't we? About people that steal your work from you, steal your ideas and that. And I understand that's how the industry works, to a certain degree. I understand that's how the world works, but it still annoys me. I don't even mind if they steal it, just fucking admit that it's not yours. Stop trying to take the credit for being creative when it's not you. Like, that's fine, there's nothing wrong with it. Like we said, people that create stuff, they're the ones taking the risk though, right? That's what you said to me the other day. You're like, the people that just copy stuff, it's a no risk fucking job. They wait and see what works and what doesn't, and then they just go do it. They know it's successful. So of course it's going to be good for them. But don't fucking try and, you know, if we're the ones taking the risk or we're the ones doing the thing, at least let us have our little bit of whatever it is that we get. Like, at least have that credit for being original. Do you know what I mean? Don't take that from us, because all the rest of it, all we've got other than that is self-loathing and fucking, you know what I mean? We're just tortured by never being good enough and always fucking wanting to do the next thing. And
it's just going to keep happening, isn't it? It's like me and Matt starting that jiu-jitsu business, aren't we? Like we want to sell rash guards and put our artwork on, stuff like that. We were looking at some places to get them printed, and we're like, I started reading up on it, I'm like, fuck, we can't get them printed there, because you'll say you want 20 copies, but they'll print your 20 copies, but they'll be like, oh, that's cool design, we'll print another 200 and we'll sell them as well.
They would as well.
Fuck that. And we've got some other ideas that we want to do, and we're like, oh, we want to do it, but like, we can't do them yet because we're nobodies, so we're just going to get robbed.
That's what happens when you're nobody, and of course, until you've ever been somebody, as in made something up, like figured something out, of course you wouldn't understand what it feels like to be robbed by these people. But as soon as you have, you realise, fucking hell, people are trying to rob you left, right and centre.
Because it's going to rob us either way.
But you get the same in tattooing. When you're nobody and you come up with a brand new thing, it's funny how well-known artists will fucking steal that and never give you any credit. They'll take it because they think, oh, he's nobody. I mean, I don't know how they feel about it, but my assumption is they just think, oh, he's nobody, I'll just fucking take that. It won't matter. Do you know what I mean? Whereas people who aren't well-known, if they steal from you, they always give you credit, or they always tell you how inspired they are, or give you a fucking shout out in their posts as well, which is the cool thing to do, right? When you're taking someone else's stuff, just admit it. There's nothing wrong with that. Because that's how most of the fucking industry works. That's how most things work. But see, you realise already you're trying to make rash guards. And now you've got to protect your fucking cool idea.
Yeah, exactly.
In case other fuckers take it from you.
Because we've got some ideas for other stuff that we want to do, and we're like, we know once we do it, people are going to rob it either way.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like at least if we do it once we're a little bit more developed and people already know who we are, at least kind of some people know that we started it, or not even about getting the recognition of that, but at least we'll sell some and do it that way before everyone robs us.
But forget, recognition. Of course, if you make something, it might be egotistical to want that, but you fucking deserve it because it's your thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But at very least, like you say, give us a head start.
Yeah.
Give us some time to make our name off that. And some time to make the money. Like, if you come up with a brand new thing that never existed, I think you should be allowed some fucking time to make all the money off it before all the sharks jump in and fucking steal it from you.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, with the internet, nothing lasts 5 minutes without getting stolen now, don't you think? It's very hard, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It's an easy system, though. Did you make it up? If not, you stole it from somebody. Like, I'm working in that style. That style means somebody else made it up. It's very simple, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So, that's the rant over.
Right, done. Yeah, but I think that's not only artistic-wise, is it? That happens with absolutely everything. It matters what you do, doesn't it?
No, it's the same in everything, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's funny, isn't it, that the qualities or the personality traits that make you artistic would be to be high in openness and probably low in conscientiousness.
What were the categories that you were saying with that?
What were all the categories?
With the personality type thing.
So conscientiousness, openness, agreeableness. Is it like neuroticism, whatever the word is? I forget the exact word. What was the other one? There's 5 of them. It was like a big 5. What is the other one? This is how intelligent I am about the subject. I only cared about the ones that apply to me.
Yeah, exactly.
But basically, to be artistic, you'd be high in openness and low in probably like orderliness or what was the category called again? This is my old man brain.
What, openness?
No, what were we saying it was? Conscientiousness. So that can be broken down into 2 sides. So one is orderliness, like you always need things neat and tidy. And the other side is industriousness, so like you're hard working. And there's sort of like 2 separate things, but they both come under conscientiousness. And interestingly, I didn't want to say it to Josh's customer today because he was German, I didn't want to offend him. But being high in orderliness, like most Germans are high in orderliness, just as a nation, if you generalise, they're high in orderliness, it just is the way they are. And industrious, so high in conscientiousness, low in openness. That is like, I'm speaking super generally here, I don't know how to explain it, but that's what makes you a Nazi. Yeah. And the reason, I know it's fucking, I know that's kind of, I'm not saying they're all, but you're saying that's why it was easy for them maybe to become that way, because they had these personality traits even as a nation. And one of the things about being high in orderliness and that is like you find yourself disgusted at things quite easily. Also, if you're low in intelligence, you're quite likely to be disgusted more easily than.
And they wouldn't be so much the creative side either. Then
they wouldn't be so creative.
Because I mean,
but again, there's nothing wrong with that. Like the world needs orderly people. The world needs industrious people. Probably more than they need. If anything, the creative people are there just to create some things and then let them people go and fucking sort it out and make it better.
To steal it.
It makes sense, doesn't it? Because like
the person that creates it isn't necessarily the one that can develop it and sell it and all those other things.
But with things that you need everything in your they're the category people, aren't they? They're the people that need everything in their order and everything like that. And I guess when you're looking at things to break them down into these things, you're missing a lot as well, aren't you? In a way of like, I guess, like the way that you developed your stuff, a lot of it was by accident, wasn't it? And being aware of that and actually seeing that stuff, but you wouldn't see it otherwise.
But because I'm high in openness, I'm open to whatever.
That's what I mean.
That's why you stumble across these things like you've seen a fucking tar spilt on the pavement and used that. It's only because you're open to that. That you'd possibly see that. Anyone who's a bit more like, like people who aren't quite as honest, they're just not quite happy to. I don't know why you'd be that way, but a lot of people
would never be scattered in that. Or like when I knocked my water over, and I did all that thing on it, they wouldn't have their water there. They would have thought of a place to
Yeah,
put it,
yeah, of
and
course,
then
of
they would have just tidied it up without looking at the other thing, you know.
And if they weren't open, they'd have spilt it and they just thought, fuck, I've
They would
ruined
just
it
clean
now
it
and
up.
throw it away.
Yeah, exactly.
They wouldn't have been open to go, holy shit, look how cool that picture looks
Yeah.
now, spilt water on it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's
It's the same thing though,
It
isn't
was
it?
Ninja Turtle, wasn't it?
It was Ninja Turtle, and it was Big Dave's tattoo.
Yeah.
With Dave.
Yeah, that is what happens though, isn't it? I always say like, and I never thought I was quite a normal conservative type of human, but I'm obviously not. But when it comes to art, I have no embarrassment whatsoever. I'll try anything. I don't care how silly it is, if it works, if it doesn't.
Even ice sculpture.
Yeah. Well, I am a master of ice sculpture.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Me and Leanne did ice sculpture, Josh, for about maybe a maximum of 4 or 5 hours. And we're both like, and literally, I didn't speak to her until afterwards. I'm like convinced I could make anything out of ice now. I fucking nailed it. I'd tick that off. And I asked her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I could fucking do this." We're a couple of cocky bastards, aren't we?
But what did she sculpt?
I don't know, fucking tomato. It looked like. She said it's an apple, but it looked like a tomato. And then she got really moody because she wasn't teacher's pet making a fucking tomato.
What did you make?
A skull.
Yeah.
There was no way I was going to finish it in the 5 hours, but if we'd have still stayed there, I'd have come back another day and finished it.
Nice.
But I say I nailed it. He taught me a few basic moves to make the thing look 3D and this, that and the other. And it was only because he showed me what to do. I'm like, oh cool, I can just apply that to anything now.
If I was there, I would have done the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, for sure. Quite excellent, yeah. Lucky we got the same experience on our charcoal drawing course, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Lucky I got the same
yeah.
stats. Like, did a few hours of ice sculpting, got a few gems. I could now go on and do
Into your life.
ice sculpting if I wanted to do that now.
Yeah. And or apply those things to any other.
Yeah. Of anything else in life, because we, did it.
And the teacher was very good.
I mean, the teacher was there.
Yeah.
That makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Always helps when you turn up.
It always helps.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That was awkward.
Oh yeah, but as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. So I just remember what we were talking about. So the things that make you artistic is being high in openness and whatever. And then the things that would make you probably be the guy that steals that shit is low in openness. Of course, you're deceitful. You're not an open person. So therefore you're probably not likely to give credit to the artist that you took the thing from. That's your very personality that prevents you from being creative, is the one that prevents you from fucking being honest when you steal someone else's shit. Of course you'd be that way. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And then of course the person who makes it would be weirded out when you steal it and don't give him credit because he's so open. He would have never seen that coming. It makes perfect sense, doesn't it? There's different personalities, motherfuckers. So all I'm just saying, all them people with the other personality type, stop stealing the fucking shit. Or just give us some credit for it.
Yeah.
Or send us the tenors in the post. Every time you fucking use it. Every time you're inspired, just send a tenner, a bit of commission, yeah.
A lot of tenors.
Maybe PayPal it or something.
I know what's happening.
No, I want like a crisp tenner.
No, I know what's happening. There's me being all mad all these years. I assume they're all pooling together and saving up the tenners and they're going to give it to me all in one
They'll spend it
go.
on the statue.
Yeah. And there I have been getting all mad all these years and they're just saving my money for one big go. Silly me, won't I feel like when I have egg on my face when I get the statue?
Good thing you like egg.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now that's off my chest.
And the other talking point was CrossFit. You were talking about your gross CrossFit workout before we.
I don't think people want to know that much about it. It's just that
Yeah.
I got all the feelings in one go. I haven't experienced.
Yeah.
Very much.
I think the thing, Luke's problem is he's too open. I need to go and have a chat with his coach. When he says go 100%, Luke goes 100%. And then feels sick
When you tell a
afterwards.
normal person go 100%, well, maybe go like 70%, but
90 would be the absolute maximum.
Yeah.
So I said I don't understand them things. We were talking about earlier about going 90% or going 80%.
Yeah, but this is
and
a-
I've got no scale at the moment.
Yeah, this is the thing when you start anything new, right?
Yeah.
You have to build up a whole fucking repertoire of
Yeah.
stats before you know what 100% felt like.
Yeah.
50%, 70%, do you know
Well,
what I
because
mean?
even that with the deadlifts, when he said, "Oh, just get a weight on there that you can kind of keep moving." I'm like, I don't even know what fucking weight I can keep moving. And I already had. Not everyone's going to want to hear this, obviously. I already had, what was it, 10s on there, So I was like, cool, I guess I'll just get some more 10s, but there was no more 10s left.
So you got 15s.
So I was like, well, I guess I'll get the 15s because there's none of them left. Is that a normal weight? And then I was like, well, I'll do a couple of warm-up things, but it's too late, so I just had to do it.
That's the problem. Well, see, this is it. In a lot of my workouts that I get, it'll say, because I get my workouts, I do it online training, and it will say, like if there's deadlifts, say yesterday I was doing like a workout with 12 deadlifts, and it will say on part 1, choose a weight that you could do 20 reps with if you were fresh. Which is cool. I know what kind of weights I could move
because you've
20 reps, because I've done that for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
You've done it for 3 or 4 weeks.
I've got no stats.
You haven't got your 1 rep max, your 5 rep max, your 10, 15. Do you know what I mean?
So I need to get that.
Yeah, once you get all those...
building it up.
Probably be a good idea to write some of those down when you do get them.
100%. Nearly pass out.
It is funny when they say that though, because there's always this thing of like a perceived rate of exertion, they call it. And so someone will say like go 100%. 100% is kind of easy, isn't it? Just go all out.
Yeah.
But like 90%, how the fuck do you know the difference between 90 and 100?
Yeah.
I feel gross, but I could feel grosser.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to really discern that while you're in the middle of feeling pretty fucking gross.
Fucking gross, yeah.
I feel like I get 80% over 100, but 90 or 95, I'm like, come on, don't be so fucking stupid.
Yeah, when they say like,
what's the difference?
Go easy on it, I'm like, cool, I've kind of got that. Go moderate on it, alright. And then go till you die, I've got that. So, it's just all in other little...
I assume, and I'm no expert on this, and I'm not brilliant at it, but I think the way to get stronger and whatever would, over time, would be to work at a sort of percentage, like 75, 80%. Stay around that range, do different rep ranges and stuff like that. So I assume the same comes with effort. I assume
I think
you don't want to go 100% more than once a week, I think.
Yeah.
Like once a week would be the maximum. Because it's surprising how much it takes out of you. Like out of your like central nervous system and things like that, like how run down you are by that. So I like to hang around at 80% for the most part.
I feel like 100% should be reserved for like competition,
game day,
times where it matters.
Yeah.
You were on game day, weren't you?
Maybe once in a while, just to know what 100% feels like.
I was like, go 100%. You're like, oh, it's game day. I didn't know.
I thought it was game day. I just thought, cool, this is one of the options that people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the guy that's going 80 when everyone else is going.
Game day is what Americans would call 110%, isn't
right.
it? So in European money, in English money, that's 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh,
you ever gone 100%?
Nope.
Well, do you think you ever will?
Nope.
Have you gone 100% or not going 100%?
Yep, I've done that a bit actually.
No 100% on that.
A good 70%
Yeah.
at everything.
That's fucking solid though.
Yeah, but that is solid, isn't it?
Yeah.
100%.
Just-
100%.
100% at 70%.
Hunter. That's a hunter.
When you're wearing an open shirt, that's 70%, isn't it? You put the
Yeah.
shirt on, you didn't button it up.
No,
That's
70%.
70%, yeah.
I might take it like 71.
Oh, okay.
Nice, Mexico.
Yeah, man.
You got Mexico.
That bar.
Oh, I had. I was watching, as I do, watching an old boxing match the other day, and there's a guy called Erik Morales, who's one of my favourite fighters of all time, and I can't even fucking do it right now. But the guy that does introductions, Michael Buffer, the Let's Get Ready to Rumble guy. He fucking said his name, and he was rolling every R.
Nice.
And his name's Erik Morales, and his nickname is El Terrible.
Nice.
And I'm like, holy shit. When someone introduces you like speaking Spanish or Mexican like that, and they roll all their R's, you feel like you're a fucking warrior. You just feel like the best cunt in the world at that moment, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I said to you as well, I got a little, I went down a weird YouTube rabbit hole of like people, accents and how to do the accents and like how different people like have their tongue moving around their mouth and things like that, and I just got lost in that shit. I was like, cool, I feel like maybe I might stop tattooing and do this instead. But we found out quite a cool little stat of when you make an S noise, if you make a S, do it now, where does your tongue go? Top or bottom?
Bottom.
So 50% of the people
I'm a bottom.
put their tongue
I'm a bottom guy.
Yeah.
put their tongue at the bottom,
boy.
50% at the top. There's a little stat for you.
Yeah, and Luke asked us the other day, and it literally worked out.
Exactly
50-50.
Down
Brilliant.
the line.
When we sat
Yeah.
Or watch
Yeah, but you-
people next time you're in the...
but oi, come on.
Yeah.
Come here.
Yeah.
Does that ever happen to you, Josh? Because I know you're fully fully like fucking full retard on tattooing. That's all you care about. Well, that and bitches, obviously. Do you ever just go down weird little rabbit holes of other stuff and you go, why am I tattooing? I've got to do this instead, it's far more important.
Yeah.
And it lasts about 5 minutes.
Like when you want to get your speedboat license, or
you know what I mean? Or your shotgun license, or...
Yeah. So are you like Homer Simpson or not?
To be honest, I'm pretty like grounded with that. Like I haven't found, apart from like maybe like shoes. I got a bit carried away with shoes at one point, but that was about it. It wasn't anything like I want to design a shoe. It was just like I want to find some black shoes. And
yeah, but
I found some black shoes. And
Josh, fucking wait.
That just sounds like shopping.
I know.
You need something.
I know, but I don't need it. That's just my.
I'm telling you, Josh, if you were around us enough, you'd be designing your own shoe. You'd be fucking.
So I'd be so careful what I even look at.
Yeah.
Sometimes there'll be a YouTube video and I'm like, oh no, like, I can't click. I'll save it.
And you'll lose weeks.
And I'm like, I can't click on it because I'm gonna buy all the gear and take it up.
I know, I'm pretty. I don't know.
It's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Yeah.
I reserve myself to like tattoo in my sleep, and that's about it.
I think actually now we're talking about it, as much as we all love tattooing and art, we're only doing it because nothing else has held our attention long enough. If something else come along and held my attention like this, probably quit doing that.
We're just trying to fill a void.
Well, I remember the first time, remember Nuts?
Yeah.
When the tattooist Nuts used to come in and get tattooed, and we always talk about like science stuff and whatever, and he was really into like, well, he's into quantum physics, like a normal person can be.
Yeah.
And it was bro quantum physics, if such a thing exists. And so I think even as a joke, he bought me a, it turns out to be a bit of a silly DVD, but it was like 15 hours of quantum physics on DVD as a birthday present. Thinking it was a joke, I fucking watched it and I'm like, it blew me away. I'm like, why am I wasting my life drawing fucking pictures? I need to be a fucking scientist.
Yeah, brilliant.
And so I just went down that rabbit hole for ages, and then I realised I'm not really clever enough to be a scientist, so I'll draw pictures instead. But luckily, like, had I been more clever, I'd fucking I'll just stay as a pro scientist.
This fucking is the best.
I'm fairly high level.
We get sleeveless lab coats.
Wife beater lab coats.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. Or at least roll the fucking sleeves up. Nice.
Yeah. Fags underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to chew on a toothpick whilst you're doing your experiments.
Well, I love stuff like that. I think my rabbit hole has been that personality thing. There's a guy called Jordan Peterson that I'm just obsessed with.
Yeah.
He's a Canadian university lecturer, and he just talks about what makes a personality. I think he's just an all-round smart fucker, really. He does seem to talk about a lot of things that seem like they might possibly be out of his lane and maybe he should leave alone, but I fucking love that stuff. I love getting stats on humans and what makes them the way they are. And that might be my other long-term obsession. And I think like you're the same, aren't you?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I was going to say. I love that stuff because you can do the research all day. On everyone you meet, you can do it, which is a cool thing. Whereas like, I reckon I could get into archery, but I have to only do that at a certain time. But with this,
that's funny you're saying that. I was watching on one of the UFC countdown programs, and the guy was like doing some archery, and I was thinking, fuck, I'd love to have a go at that. I was watching how they were showing him how to draw the thing back, and I was like, I could fucking get into that. That was only yesterday. I was thinking.
Before I went hiking, I went to Decathlon to pick up some cheap shorts or whatever. And I went down the archery aisle.
Of course you did.
Holy shit.
You're setting yourself up.
To buying all of the archery stuff.
No, this is the groundwork. You're just laying the groundwork.
Honestly, the reason why I didn't do it is because I looked at the stuff and I was like, I don't know if that's the best stuff. It didn't look like the best stuff.
No, the reason why you didn't do it is because you haven't got your £400 back yet from the workshop that never happened.
Yeah, my pimp's holding my money for me.
I mean, if you got that money back, you probably have done it, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're starting drifting again soon, aren't we?
Yeah,
drift season's back.
Yeah, the drift sauce is out.
Have you ever thought about that, John? Well, you like drifting on the roads.
I like drifting into walls, man.
Nice.
I fucking nailed that.
Yeah.
We got a new car now.
Yeah.
We got
exactly the same.
What is it?
Golfer.
Yeah, they're good, though, aren't they?
Golfer.
What
Golfer.
65 club.
We had this great conversation the other week. Well, Matt mostly did because he's our resident car expert. Even though he's a car expert, but you should never talk to him about cars because he cannot take his own personal, weird personal opinions out of his... Otherwise, he'd be a fucking expert. But
well, I'm correct, Jason.
Yeah, of course. That's really not what we're talking about. But of course you are. And it was with Rosie. And Rosie was like saying she wanted to get this new car.
Oh God.
And everything she said, Matt just was like, why are you getting that? Why are you doing this? And in the end, I think we even sort of, well, not we, I was just more observing. You two were the car experts. You pretty much told her why the cars that she wanted would be okay, but they're not that great, and they have this fault and that fault, and sort of talked around into like, why don't you just choose this one or this one? Yeah. She was like, fuck, I'm so pleased I had that conversation. And then she just went out and bought the shittest one of all the cars.
She just had the one that she liked.
Yeah.
But I don't even know if it was the one she liked, but it was the worst one of the bunch.
But she only liked it because of the look. She didn't actually think about it. The same reason why.
I don't even know what that car is, to be fair, that she bought. I don't know.
It's a status symbol for people that cannot afford Range Rovers.
Right, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well done, Rosie.
Yeah. You bought a Fiesta that's giant.
Okay.
Well done.
Oh, so when you say like a giant Fiesta, you mean like it's the same type of thing as buying a Fiesta, but a big version?
Massive,
Yeah, I remember.
You don't mean it's the same actually as a Fiesta?
No, the Fiesta would be better.
Yeah, the Fiesta would be legitimately better. A friend of mine
So
bought
a
one.
Fiesta's just like a decent, like basic car,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my friend bought one of what Rosie's got. And
what is it called?
It's a Duke, Nissan Duke.
Oh, Nissan. I didn't know.
I remember going. So I said, "Oh, do you mind if I have a look?" Because I didn't know much about them, and I thought, oh, "This might be quite cool." Like,
Did you use that voice? Let's have a look.
Would you mind taking me to your
automobile?
And yeah, I looked and she showed me, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, this looks pretty cool." And then she opened the door, and I was like, "Fuck me, it's tiny. What's the point in having all of this bulk if it doesn't do anything?" It's ridiculous. But of course, it is a bulky, out on the road, look at me car, isn't it?
I don't know. I really don't know what they are.
Yeah.
Car stats, Josh? You like a car?
I like a car.
Yeah.
Crashing a car.
Golf's a good car.
I like it.
Yeah. I wouldn't be
Golf
caught dead in one, but Golf's a good car.
What's it weird? It's not that bad.
It's front wheel drive, it's scary.
John's This is what I'm saying. He cannot take his own personal opinions out of his...
No, I do like a Golf. Yeah. Aside from being front wheel
He's
drive.
like this, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This pen is.
Wait, haven't you got a Mazda?
Fuck yeah, I got a Mazda. Yeah.
It's really hard to hold the moral high ground when you're driving an MX-5, isn't it? It's really...
It's not. It's the best car I ever built. I'll tell you that now.
I'll tell you that now.
I'll give you all the reasons. Yeah. If anyone wants to know why the MX-5 is the greatest car ever, come see me. We'll have an hour conversation. I'll just list them endlessly. No questions. Just
Yeah. So questions in the comment
section. Yeah.
Why is an MX-5 the greatest car ever? Matt will just fill you up with fucking...
Yeah.
And why specifically one that costs under £1,000 would be the best car ever?
Yeah. Specifically the Mark II.
Isn't it brilliant when you're the self-professed like car expert? You love cars, it's your life. He looks at car parts in his spare time whenever he can. And he owns a fucking car that costs £900.
I love it.
But just to be the most awkward fucker ever, he owns it.
She's fucking perfect, mate.
She's fucking making a weird noise the other week that's bugging you. And it turns out the fucking bumper was held on with one bolt.
Yeah, that was Luke's car. Luke's car's held on with one bolt.
Sorry,
Mine's just falling off. Yeah.
Sorry, I was mixing my stories.
I just still got the Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker.
I'm sorry, last time we had
This is new name. It's perfect. It's Forrest.
Forrest Whitaker car.
Perfect.
Yeah, but we're saving that for race day because it's got no brake fluid, has it?
Yeah, I don't drive on the road anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Because
Don't drive on the road.
Officer. Yeah.
Didn't your cousin take it down your private estate and
I don't live on an estate.
your private estate, private
I
road?
do live on a private estate.
Yeah. his cousin test drove it and he was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, the brakes don't work." And he's driving along. Like, what the fuck?
Just engine brake.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna do the gears. It'll be fine. Rip the handbrake. That probably won't work either.
No,
it's very
handbrake
slack.
It's attached to the same stuff.
Well, yeah, the hydro is, yeah.
This is a story of Luke's life. He's missing all the little in-between bits. Like, you could have had the conversation with the guy and told him, "Oh, by the way, the brakes don't work." But you're like, I don't know, I feel like I've given him the bulletin points.
Yeah.
There might have been
a car before.
Yeah.
a car before, but usually with brakes.
Yeah. The best one was when George got in the car and cut himself because he didn't know what to do.
I didn't cut myself.
Didn't
I
you?
thought I was going.
I thought you cut yourself.
What, you were threatening suicide?
No.
Okay.
No.
I thought I was going to cut myself.
Look, you know what happened.
That you got in and didn't know how to close the door.
There's no handle.
Yeah, just stick your finger through one of the holes.
I'll put it, right?
Yeah.
Some of them are sharp, but that's up to you to figure out which ones are sharp and which ones aren't.
Yeah, I figured out the ones that aren't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got my stats. You're about to get yours.
It's a shame that you kitted out that car perfectly for fucking drift day, and you got there and you did 15 minutes of drifting, and the clutch shat itself all over the road.
My dad's birthday as well.
Yeah.
He came for that.
For specifically,
Happy
yeah.
birthday,
We
Dad.
drove
Go
like
drifting.
drove 3 hours, got up at 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever.
And then we got stuck in the fucking... Remember it took... You got home before I did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he left at 12 o'clock, and I left at what, 6, and I got home sooner than you did.
Fuck.
Yeah. Got home about 9 or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because the AA guy fucking took him home and realised that he filled his quota of driving for the day and had to drop him off at the side of the road. Now the guy to AA him back.
I thought you meant because he's got in a fucking conversation with the AA guy about drifting for 5 hours. That'd be mad, by
About the
the way.
pipes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The pipes.
About pre-stressed concrete.
Could be watching.
That's for another day though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
pretty sure it's concrete.
Yeah.
We're pros.
I think we have to, on another day, warm our audience up by letting them know we're going to make a video, probably reading out funny emails that we get here at the shop.
Yeah.
And now don't get all mad and don't be like, we're not naming and shaming anybody,
Yeah.
but some of the emails are funny to
And we
us.
will read them in a funny voice as well. We
Oh,
won't,
because
like, do
when
it
we
like
read
normal.
emails, just to let people know, we sometimes read them in what voice we assume that people
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
And just so you know, when you send in pictures, when we ask for...
Oh, we'll be judging the pictures in the background.
Yeah, when they say, like, oh, can you send in a picture of your arm so we can see, I zoom in all around your house.
Yeah, we look in the
I
background.
go through your DVD collection.
All log stock.
They've only got Bad Boys 2, where's the first one? Oh, but they'd probably buy the DVD player, they'd probably watch that.
I looked at, and again, I don't, my brother probably watched this, but
DVD?
I watched, I looked at a picture, sorry, on my brother's Instagram. He's a personal trainer, and there's a guy's like beginning and middle, and then later on there was 3 pictures, and beginning, middle, and end. And he looked fucking awesome, like he'd lost weight, and then he'd fucking got all big and strong. But that was irrelevant, didn't care about that. Great, well done. You're looking great, you've sorted your diet. First 2 in his bedroom, there's a fucking basic fucking picture of the New York skyline that probably comes from
IKEA
or whatever,
Matalan.
and his unmade bed. And then by the 3rd one, it's like, oh, he's moved to the toilet. The fucking toilet's in the background. You're like, who's the toilet? As
A
your
year and a
backdrop.
half's work and he made it to the toilet.
Why he's sort of, there's another guy that they follow, he's a bodybuilding guy, and he's always like, he's fucking huge and strong. Or whatever. But all his pictures, he stood in the middle of a gym, but his trousers are just pulled around his feet. He doesn't even step out of them. He's like posing. It's like, but every picture, you just got your fucking jogging bottoms on the floor.
You look brilliant, but you look like a toddler.
Do you think the doorbell ever rang and he tripped over trying to get it?
It's just like, you could just step out like 2 feet to the side and you'd look fucking awesome. But you look like your trousers have fallen down.
Maybe he's just got small ankles and doesn't want to show them.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
They're the
Yeah, maybe it's cold and he just wants
small
to...
ankles.
Yeah.
It's hard to build muscle on.
Never skip ankle day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we probably need to end there because
Yeah.
otherwise
Yeah.
this will go into a part 2,
Yeah.
and the part 2 will never end up
Be
airing.
lost. Yeah.
Sorry,
Like,
Gira.
the
Yeah,
second
sorry.
part. Yeah, sorry, Gira.
And Dan.
And
Yeah.
they haven't been able to live
And
their life.
Adele, because Adele
And
just
Adele.
thinks she's fucking worthless because
Really?
George couldn't even be bothered to put the part
Yeah.
2 of her interview up.
Gira's lost his job because he hasn't been going to it. He's been
Yeah, he's been waiting.
refreshing.
To refresh his YouTube. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a fucking mortgage and a wedding to pay for. I hope you're happy. Done. Gira's done. And we also, I think, are we going to do, because we recorded one in Brooklyn, but the sound needs adjusting. It needs actually.
Was that during
mixing.
the workshop?
Yeah, it was right in the action.
During the workshop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we going to be able to do anything with that?
I think so, yeah. And we can probably do a post Brooklyn review video anyway, which would be fun to
Okay.
talk about.
Saying, give us our bloody money.
Yeah, yeah. Well, well, not that, but it's the first time we'd all been away.
Not that, but that as
But
well.
We can
Just slip that in.
we can regale stories, and yes, of course, it was one of the stories of the things that happened.
Oh, that'll be an
Much
exciting episode when we debrief from Brooklyn, won't it?
Yeah, well,
Matt and Luke watched their first episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
And I don't drink, but Matt's a professional.
yeah, we figured that out.
Don't spoil
let's say.
anything.
Yeah, we won't spoil it.
And
but-
just to let people know, a warning, be careful what happens after you eat granola, right?
Yeah,
and alcohol.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and coming home. Early.
Leave it, let it go, drop it there, and we'll meet again and debrief probably in a week or so, yeah?
Yeah,
Cool.
when Josh isn't here to cramp our style.
Yeah, Josh.
Sorry, fucking
Yeah.
hell.
When Josh isn't here to give 70% and
Yeah.
drag our average down.
Yeah.
Drag our average up. Alright, in a bit.
A bit.
Oh.
No.